Not perfect. There's a lot of things that we could have done a little bit different. There's a lot of things we could have done worse.
Well, lessons learned in the city of La Villa from last month's flood. Channel 5's Angelo Vargas in our studio right now. He found out what they want to do to prepare for the next storm. Angelo?
Well, this ditch may not look like it has a lot of water in it, but check out this debris underneath it. This is one of the 3 problem areas in the city of La Villa. The streets are clear now in La Villa. The ditches are not. Inside this slushy green water, trash floats and plants continue to grow around the inside of a cracked canal. Some trash still sits in front of Natalie Marquez's family's home too.
It's a combination of everybody's on this block trash. It was piled up, I guess, like 5 feet high already, full of trash. They've already taken some out.
Marquez experienced flooding up to her ankles inside her home and more outside.
Here it was already like up to, I would say, my thighs. Where we were at, it was up to my knees.
Marquez says this flooding caused more damage for her educational future than her parents' home.
Money is a bit tight, and I can't use that money that we've saved up for college. We have to use it on the house to make sure everything's taken care of.
Marquez tells us her street has never flooded like this before.
We learned that there's areas that are getting flooded where they didn't used to before.
La Villa City Administrator Arnie Amado tells us his crews are looking up problem areas in the city like in Marquez's subdivision, one of the many neighbors surrounded by a canal. Amado says one main issue is the cleaning of the ditches.
It's not the reason why we got flooded. Obviously, we got a lot of rain as well, but it does contribute a little bit to the water being pushed away.
Amado explains the city has to do their part to keep the streets clean.
I am planning to have a regroup with our department heads and just kind of look at what we did right, what we could have done better, and then hopefully we can be better prepared. I think that's the big thing, is preparation.
He says the community also needs to do their part. These pictures, days after the flooding, show the amount of trash inside.
But ultimately we got to keep it out of these big drain ditches and out of the canals, because it does restrict the flow.
Marquez feels optimistic and wants the city to think of the future.
I just hope that they react to it as quickly and as safely as possible, so that way we won't have this kind of issue again.
So she can focus on hers. Amado tells us he's working with the Hidalgo County Drainage District #1 to work on the ditches. He explains surveyors are expected to come out this week to see if they can elevate some of the ditches like this one you see behind me. For right now, the city is working on recovery efforts and maintenance. In the Channel 5 News studio, Angelo Vargas, Channel 5 News at 6.